Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay, so I think it's time that we sit down and talk about some of the issues we've been having here lately and what we need to do to fix them. And I want you to know that there are some things that you're doing right, but there's also some things that I seriously just want to ask you. You, Twilight? So, let's sit and talk for a minute, DC. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of 3 Geeks Flix. This is the tech here flying solo. Hey, I know it's been a while. Been doing a little bit of the Malevolous Gaming stuff. If you get a second, check that out. I don't know if you like it or not. Let me know. I enjoy it, so I'm probably going to keep doing it anyway. But other than that, we need to sit down and have a serious talk. And this serious talk includes the DC universe. And the Muse and I were definitely going to sit down and do it. And I know the Beard and I had talked about sitting down and doing it. And those guys are just super busy right now. So shouts outs to them. Shouts outs. I still can't talk. It doesn't matter how many episodes go by. I still can't get the English language down. But anyways, DC, it's time to have a discussion. Now, a lot of us have heard that Cavill is out as Clark Kent Superman. That has been the rumor mill, that's been the confirmation, whatever you want to call it. The guy's out. The guy's out. He's done. And whether it's because he didn't want to shave off the porn stash or what, or he's going to do The Witcher, which is possible, and I think he'll be a great Geralt. And it should be good. Netflix has done very well with most things that they've touched. And then you have the issue with Ben Affleck, and of course Ben is in rehab again. And that's been an ongoing issue for Ben. So your whole Justice League is in peril. The only things you've had going for you so far was, okay, Man of Steel was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I liked it. Batman vs. Superman was not good at all. Wonder Woman was your strongest movie to date. Suicide Squad was a wreck in the third act, and I mean, you try to find a silver lining in that and you can't, especially when one of the main villains or characters in the movie gets killed like an idiot in the beginning. It just ruins it all. And then now you've got on the horizon after Justice League, which kind of felt under budgeted as far as CG and everything, very, very rushed, very pushed out, which it was, and the Muse has made that point. On the horizon, we have Wonder Woman, was it 1987, and of course Aquaman. And those movies, they've been in the making already, okay? Before the Cavill, before the Affleck rehab, whatever you want to call it, stint yet again. Those are set and going. There's one way, and only one way possible, that I could see that DC could salvage its current Justice League lineup, given that if Affleck exits, and to somehow redeemably or reasonably replace Cavill, is Flashpoint. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, but it's not going to be to the comic. Well, at this point, that ship has sailed, okay? Warner Brothers has already screwed that pooch and sent it straight out the back door. So at this time, you've got no other option to, if you want to salvage some of it and do something close to the comics, the only way you can get away with having a new Batman and a new Superman is to screw with it in Flashpoint. You can somehow protect and keep Gal Gadot and Jason Momoa in there. And also, I didn't think of this, Cyborg as well. You could save him, okay? You could keep Ray Fisher. You could keep him safe, though I don't know if that's humanly possible. It's I wonder here that if we're maybe pushing too much of something, because I mean the whole genre in itself already was severely rushed to the point to where Marvel masterfully planned out these movies over decades, and then now you have DC saying, well, we need to catch up. Well, there's no way to catch up with that. You're late to the game. The Nolan trilogies were great, and it would have been fantastic if you could have followed along with something on that. Because honestly, those separate films right now, like The Dark Knight and other things like that, like say coming up in Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie. Now, I don't know if you've seen the test footage, but let's take a second to take a peek at it, and I just want you all to look at this. And if you're seeing what I'm seeing, I like the feel. I like the ambiance of it. Things are a little different, and I'll kind of stop and talk about those. But overall, even this test footage has shown more promise than most of DC's last films. So here's the Joker camera test footage with Joaquin Phoenix, and director Todd Phillips leaked that for us. And I do believe Scorsese has a hand in all this, if I'm remembering right. So let's take a peek, okay? All right, so let's get this started. Okay, first off, let's jump back. Arthur, character Arthur. Okay, so we have a name for Joker, Arthur. It's only happened one other time that I'm really familiar with in the cinematic universe, and that would be with the original Batman with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson, and Jack's character, of course, was Jack Napier. So interesting change. We finally got a name, but this is an origin backstory, and I believe in one of the comics, when it talked about the Joker origin story, he was a failed comic, so it's not too far of a stretch at all. But we've got the man that became the Clown Prince. So let's look a little more. I should laugh. Yes. Okay, let's see if I can catch this. Let's go back just a step. Boom. That right there, okay? Now, one of the things I love about this test footage right here is this. We've got the man himself, Mild Manor, and then we've got brief glimpses in the beginning of that alter ego of the Clown Prince, of that other end of the spectrum, the Jekyll and the Hyde, and what the man becomes. And I can't tell you how awesome it is, the fact that they used Guess Who's I Should Laugh But I Cry. It fits perfectly, okay? It fits perfectly. And this is, believe this is film supposed to be in the 80s, so another thing I'm excited about is that we're predating, or we're dating this as far as the Joker became what he was in this time, and it gives us the ability to have more sequels in not necessarily current time, but in the coming times that could lead up to present time and what's going on and what they could build on that. So that's awesome. But I'll play a little more and just let it play out. Because your love just that mild manner. Passed me by. I love that he's kind of dancing in the background. And then the smile. Boom. Let's go up a little step. That way we get that glare gone. There it is. The grin. Joaquin Phoenix with the Joker grin. Now, Joaquin's no stranger to villains. You know what? A little movie called Gladiator, that he played a fantastic villain. And if you remember that villain, he had moments of calm and then moments of pure insanity. The Joker, he's got moments of calm, somewhat, for as calm as he can be, and then moments of just insane laughing and it just psychopathic, incessive, I don't know, insane behavior, for the lack of a better word that I can't think of right now. I mean, the man has the chops. He is a great actor. That is no doubt. He can dive into a role, and hopefully he doesn't dive too deeply, and is able to cope with what a portrayal like this can take on someone, especially the late and great Heath Ledger. Man, I don't know how you can't sit here and watch this, and thank you, Todd Phillips, for sharing this with us and this vision. And I do believe Scorsese has a hand in on this as well. So so far, the feel and the look to this, I'm a fan of. I don't know if this is final ideas as far as it goes. It is test footage, supposedly. But I like where you're taking me, Todd, and I want to keep following you. So here at the end, this is what's great. Here at the end, I love this next little part. The little eye hint, the little hint of his eye, and then look at that. Look at that face right there. That snarl, that sneer. Is that not a face that would make you shit yourself in an alley late at night? I don't know about you, but I may have made a mess myself the first time I watched this.
Nasty.
It's fantastic, and it's great to see that he could pull off that straight hysterical in joy, and then that evil sneering grin, and then boom, that right there, that look alone. Okay, so this makeup style, I've heard a couple people push back, and it's like, well, is that not Joker? Well, Batman 66, it's like a marriage between Batman 66 and John Wayne Gacy. If you really look at it, John Wayne Gacy, serial killer of, of a time before. That's like pitch perfect on with that, okay? It's creepy. It's creepy, and if you haven't seen it, go back and see it. I'm not going to post a picture of John Wayne Gacy on this, but you can go look it up yourself on Google. But man, I don't know about you, but Mr. Todd Phillips, Mr. Joaquin Phoenix, Mr. Scorsese, you have my attention, and I am all in on seeing more of this and getting sold on more of this. So, yeah, there's where you have it. If DC wants to keep doing things, they do things like this, okay? It's worked well with the Nolan film. I have a feeling that Mr. Phillips, and of course Scorsese backing this, that it's going to work well with this. Joaquin Phoenix does not just jump into anything. He doesn't have to. So there is something here he liked that he saw, and I'm interested to see how it develops. But if you're going to keep on with the Justice League, DC and Warner Brothers, Flashpoint is about the only way I can see that you can fix it. So I'm glad we had this talk and these moments together. And now you can leave DC until you come back with something that makes me want to talk about you again, and not badly.
You're fired, you butt!
But anyways, appreciate you all sticking around. So check us out on Facebook, 3 Geeks Flix. Give us a like, comment, holler, troll us. You don't do Facebook, we got Twitter. It's at the number 3 Geeks Flix. Flix is of course spelled Flix. So give us a follow there. Give us a holler there. Troll there, folks. Get involved. You are the third geek. You're on YouTube. Might as well subscribe, like, comment. Troll me there. Let me know what you think. Quite frankly, I just want to hear what your opinion is on all this, on any of it. And if I don't like it, I still reserve the right to ridicule it, and that's fine. Because we're all adults here, and we put on our big boy pants. I know I wore mine today. 34. It's my waist size if you want to go Christmas shopping for me this year. But anyways, I think that took it a little too far, and if you don't like it, I'll send the muse to your house to make you a sandwich. If you're not sure what that is, watch other episodes. Other than that, appreciate y'all sticking around, and stay tuned to the glow of those monitors. We're going to catch you next time. Good night.